Over 60? Eat these 3 seeds to prevent nighttime urination, senior's secret weapon. Elderly health. After 60, even the smallest mistake at dinner can silently ruin your night. You think you're eating healthy, maybe a warm glass of milk or a small fruit bowl. But what if I told you these good foods might actually trigger frequent urination, disturb your sleep, and even increase your risk of falling at night? Dear friends, I've seen this again and again in my patients. They believed broken sleep was just part of aging, but the truth is different. It's not always age. Sometimes it's the body sending signals we have ignored. After 60, one small hormone called vasopressin becomes weaker. Its job is to tell your kidneys to rest at night. When it doesn't work properly, your kidneys keep filtering fluids as if it's still daytime. Add to this a bladder that has become overly sensitive. Now it signals you to wake up even with only half a glass of water inside. And there is another hidden reason: loss of muscle in the legs. During the day, fluids quietly collect in your lower limbs. When you lie down at night, all that fluid returns to the bloodstream, forcing your kidneys to flush it out. So if you've been waking up at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., don't blame age alone. Your body is asking for support, not surrender. And with small, gentle changes, you can sleep deeply again because true rest is still possible, even after 60. Now, if broken sleep is not just aging, then what's the gentle solution? Let me share with you 3 simple seeds, already sitting in most Indian kitchens, that can calm your bladder, reduce those midnight trips, and help you finally sleep through the night. Let's start with flax seeds, the tiny brown warriors that often sit quietly in a jar in our kitchens, yet hold immense healing power for seniors. Most of us know them as good for digestion, but very few realize how deeply they can influence sleep and bladder health. Flax seeds are among the richest vegetarian sources of omega-3 fatty acids. As we age, silent inflammation builds up inside the body, even in the delicate lining of the bladder. This makes the bladder more irritable and quick to send those urgent signals, even when it's only half full. Omega-3s from flax calm that irritation, allowing the bladder to relax and stretch a little more before calling you awake. That means fewer unnecessary bathroom trips and longer stretches of deep rest. But flax seeds also carry another gift: lignans. These are plant compounds that gently support hormonal balance, especially important for women after menopause. Balanced hormones mean better sleep rhythms, less joint discomfort, and fewer overactive bladder symptoms at night. Let me share a real story. Mrs. Meera, a 66-year-old grandmother from Jaipur, had almost given up on sleeping through the night. She would wake up 2 or 3 times, tired and restless, and thought this was simply old age. Her grandson suggested she try 1 teaspoon of roasted flax seed powder mixed into her evening curd rice, around 6 p.m. The change was subtle at first, but after 2 weeks, she was amazed. She only woke once, and some nights she slept straight through till morning. With tears in her eyes, she said, "I never knew such a small seed could give me back my peace." So remember, just 1 spoon of flax seeds before 7 p.m. mixed into dal, curd, or warm milk can be the small step that helps your body rest again. After flax seeds, let's turn to another humble kitchen treasure: pumpkin seeds. These tiny green gems are more than just a garnish. They're packed with zinc to strengthen your bladder and tryptophan to gently guide your mind into deep, peaceful sleep. Now we come to pumpkin seeds, small green treasures that carry big healing for seniors. Many of you may have seen them sprinkled on sweets, hidden in lettuce, or sold in small packets at the store. But very few know that pumpkin seeds can be a real ally in reducing nighttime urination and bringing back deep sleep. The first reason is zinc. Pumpkin seeds are one of the richest natural sources of this vital mineral. Zinc quietly supports urinary health in women and helps maintain a healthy prostate in men. As we grow older, small amounts of swelling or weakness in the urinary tract make it harder to hold urine through the night. Zinc reduces that swelling and strengthens the muscles that control the bladder. It's like giving your body back its natural control. The second reason is tryptophan, an amino acid found in pumpkin seeds. This compound is converted by your body into serotonin, the hormone of calmness, and then into melatonin, the hormone of sleep. That means just a spoonful of pumpkin seeds can help you not only rest your bladder, but also relax your mind, guiding you into deep, restorative sleep. Let me share the story of Mrs. Radha, a 69-year-old retired teacher from Lucknow. For months, her nights followed a painful routine. She would lie down at 10 p.m., start drifting into sleep, and within an hour, the urge to urinate would wake her. Sometimes she woke 3 times before dawn. Her energy dropped. She stopped attending her morning satsang and she told me, "Doctor, I feel older than I really am." Then, on her daughter's suggestion, she began a simple habit. Every evening at 5 p.m., she roasted a spoonful of pumpkin seeds and sprinkled them over her bowl of upma. Within 10 days, her nights changed. She slept from 10 p.m. straight through to 4:30 or 5 a.m. without waking. Her voice sparkled with joy when she said, "I had forgotten what it feels like to sleep deeply. It feels like life has returned to me." Friends, pumpkin seeds work best when roasted lightly and eaten unsalted, 2 to 3 hours before bed. You can chew them plain with a sip of warm water, sprinkle them over soup or poha, or powder them and add to curd or warm milk if chewing is difficult. So remember, 1 spoon, 1 evening habit, 1 small shift, and your nights may no longer be broken. Pumpkin seeds are not just food, they are quiet medicine for your bladder and your sleep. Finally, let's explore a seed that has been part of Indian tradition for centuries: black sesame. Rich in iron, calcium, magnesium, and B vitamins, it nourishes the kidneys, strengthens the nerves, improves circulation, and with its gentle warming nature, it's especially powerful for elders who feel cold at night and struggle with wintertime urination. Now let's turn to the third seed in our journey: black sesame, or kale till as it is called across India. This seed is perhaps the most deeply rooted in our culture, found in rituals, sweets, and winter recipes, but beyond tradition. Black sesame carries real power for seniors who struggle with restless nights and frequent urination, especially in the colder months. Why is black sesame so special? These tiny black seeds are loaded with iron, calcium, magnesium, and B vitamins. Together, these nutrients strengthen the kidneys, calm the nervous system, and improve blood circulation. In Ayurveda, the kidneys are seen as the foundation of vitality. When the kidneys are weak, they tend to overwork at night, making us wake again and again to pass urine. But when nourished, the kidneys filter gently, supporting peaceful sleep. Another unique quality of black sesame is its natural warmth. Many elders complain that their feet feel icy at night, or that winter makes their bladder even more restless. Black sesame brings a gentle heat to the body, easing that coldness, improving digestion, and supporting steadier sleep. Let me share the story of Mrs. Savitri, a 72-year-old widow from Varanasi. Every winter, she dreaded bedtime. Even under 2 quilts, her legs would feel cold, and within hours she would wake up to urinate. Sometimes 3 times a night, sometimes more. Her mornings became heavy, her spirit felt tired. She told her daughter, "Maybe this is just what old age feels like." One evening, a neighbor suggested a simple Ayurvedic recipe. Half a teaspoon of roasted black sesame powder stirred into a glass of warm milk at 6:30 p.m., 1 hour before dinner. Savitri Ji tried it with little hope, but within 2 weeks she noticed something remarkable. She was waking up only once, and some nights not at all. She told me with a smile, "Doctor, I feel warmth in my belly and calm in my mind. I never thought a seed could give me back my sleep." The preparation is simple. Dry roast the black sesame seeds on a low flame until they release a gentle aroma. Grind into a fine powder and store in a clean glass jar. In the evening, boil 200 milliliters of cow's milk. Stir in half a teaspoon of sesame powder and sip it slowly. No sugar, no jaggery. Just the natural taste of comfort. If you are diabetic or lactose intolerant, you can add the powder to warm water or mix into soft rice or porridge instead. The beauty of black sesame lies in its quiet strength. It doesn't shock the body or bring instant change. But taken regularly, at the right time, it builds resilience from within. It calms the overactive bladder, warms the body against the cold, and gives you back those precious hours of unbroken rest. So, friends, don't underestimate this ancient seed. A spoon of sesame in the evening is not just food. It is tradition, nourishment, and healing passed down for generations. Sometimes the simplest remedies, the ones already in your kitchen, are the ones that can restore peace to your nights. Now that we've discovered the power of flax, pumpkin, and black sesame, the next question is, how do we use them correctly so they truly work for us? Because even the best seeds can lose their magic or even disturb your sleep if eaten at the wrong time, in the wrong way, or in the wrong combination. Let me guide you through the simple rules of timing, portion, and preparation that turn these everyday seeds into gentle medicine for your nights. Friends, now that we know the healing power of flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, and black sesame, the real key is this. How we use them matters just as much as the seeds themselves. Even the healthiest foods can lose their benefits or even disturb your sleep if eaten at the wrong time, in the wrong quantity, or in the wrong combination. So let me guide you through some simple but powerful rules that will help you get the full benefit of these tiny treasures. The right time. After 60, our digestion slows down and our body needs more time to absorb nutrients. That's why the best window to eat seeds is between 4 p.m. and 6:30 p.m., and definitely before 7 p.m. This gives your body 3 to 4 hours before bedtime to process the minerals, fiber, and healthy fats. If you eat seeds too late, say after 8 p.m., you might experience bloating, heaviness, or even the opposite of what you want, an urgent need to urinate. On the other hand, eating seeds too early in the day before lunch might make you forget to hydrate, which can lead to constipation. So think of early evening as your seed time, the right amount. When it comes to seeds, more is not better. These are nutrient-dense foods, concentrated with energy, minerals, and fiber. For most elders, the sweet spot is 1-2 tablespoons per day. That's about 10 to 20 grams. 1 tablespoon is enough if you're just starting out, and if your body feels good after a week, you can increase to 2. But remember, taking more than that may burden your digestion, especially if you already have a slower metabolism. Think of seeds like natural medicine. The dose matters. A small step taken daily brings the most lasting results. Avoiding wrong combinations. This is where many people make mistakes. Seeds should not be eaten with cold milk or sour fruits like oranges or sweet lime. Cold dairy stiffens digestion in the evening, while sour fruits increase acidity, which can irritate the bladder. Also, avoid adding seeds right after a heavy dinner. Your stomach will feel bloated and uncomfortable. Instead, if you want to mix them with dairy, always use warm milk or curd at room temperature. If you enjoy seeds with curd rice, let the curd lose its chill before adding the powder. These small adjustments protect your digestion and allow the seeds to work gently through the night. Preparation. Keep it simple. You don't need fancy recipes or expensive packaged snacks. In fact, most store-bought seed mixes are filled with salt, sugar, and oil that quietly harm your balance. The best way is the simplest. Dry roast the seeds at home on a low flame for 2 to 3 minutes until they release a gentle aroma. Then let them cool. Grind into powder if you like, and store in a clean glass jar. That way, every evening you just take a spoon without any fuss. Plain roasted seeds may not taste exciting, but remember, they are medicine for your body, not candy for your tongue. Easy ways to add seeds to daily meals. The beauty of these seeds is that they blend easily into the foods you already eat. You don't need to create a whole new routine. Sprinkle a spoon of flax seed powder into your evening dal, or mix pumpkin seeds into a warm vegetable soup. Black sesame can be stirred into a cup of haldi milk, or blended with ragi porridge before dinner. One retired teacher in Nashik told me she adds her seed mix into her early evening bowl of dahlia, and she says it feels like eating strength, not food. Another elder from Surat mixes powdered seeds into masala milk at 6 p.m. and says his sleep has become as deep as in childhood. A small evening ritual. Think of seeds not just as food, but as part of your evening care ritual. Just like brushing your teeth or saying your evening prayers, let this spoon of seeds become a daily act of kindness to your body. Take it at the same time every day, in a form that feels natural for you. Over time, your body learns this rhythm, your digestion becomes steady, and your nights become calmer. Friends, remember, seeds are powerful, but their power lies in timing, quantity, and simplicity. Eat them too late or with the wrong foods, and they may disturb your sleep. Eat them at the right time, in the right way, and they become nature's medicine, helping you sleep more deeply, wake less often, and rise more refreshed. So tonight, ask yourself, have I given my body this small gift? One spoon at the right hour could be the quiet change your nights have been waiting for. Let me share with you the journey of Mr. Anil, a 71-year-old retired postmaster from Kochi. For years, he believed waking up 3 or 4 times each night was simply his fate as an elder. Every night was the same routine. Lie down at 10 p.m., wake at 1 a.m., then again at 3 a.m., and finally just before dawn. Each time he walked slowly to the bathroom, feeling heavier, more tired, and more helpless. By morning, his body ached, his energy was gone, and his smile was missing. He stopped joining his friends for morning walks, saying, "What's the use? I feel half dead anyway." One evening, his daughter-in-law, who had been watching his struggle, suggested a small change. She mixed 1 spoon of roasted flax seed powder into his evening rasam rice at 5:30 p.m. She also encouraged him to take a short 10-minute stroll after dinner and to skip the late-night tea he used to enjoy at 9 p.m. The first few days felt ordinary, but by the 7th day, Anilji noticed something unusual. He woke up only once. By the second week, he slept 6 hours straight without interruption. Tears came to his eyes as he said, "I thought my body had forgotten how to sleep, but now I realize it only needed a little care." Friends, stories like Anil G's remind us the body never truly gives up on us. With small, gentle adjustments, even something as simple as seeds, movement, and routine, we can bring back what we thought was lost: deep, peaceful rest. By now you might be thinking, if seeds are so powerful, why don't they work for everyone? The truth is, many elders try them but give up too soon or use them in the wrong way. Let's clear up some of the most common misunderstandings about seeds and sleep so you don't fall into the same traps. Friends, many elders hear about flax, pumpkin, or sesame seeds and rush to try them. But soon I hear the same complaint again and again. "Doctor, I tried seeds, but they didn't help me." The truth is, most of the time the seeds are not the problem. It's the way we use them. Let's clear up some of the most common misunderstandings so you can avoid disappointment and truly benefit from these gifts of nature. Misunderstanding number 1. I'm already eating seeds, but I still wake up at night. This is the most frequent line I hear. Elders proudly tell me they sprinkle seeds on their dinner or chew them just before bed. But here is the mistake: timing. If you eat seeds after 8 p.m. or too close to bedtime, your body doesn't have enough time to digest them. Instead of calming your bladder, they sit heavy in the stomach, sometimes making sleep worse. The correct time is always between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. Think of seeds as an evening companion, not a late-night snack. Misunderstanding number 2. Seeds make my body feel hot, so I stopped eating them. Many people believe seeds, especially sesame or flax, create heat in the body. And yes, if you eat too much or at the wrong time, you may feel heaviness or warmth. But when eaten in the right portion and time, seeds bring balance, not harm. For example, roasted black sesame and warm milk during winter reduces nighttime urination and warms cold feet, while flaxseed powder supports joint health and hormones without creating excess heat. The key is moderation and timing. Misunderstanding, Mantra 3. I tried eating seeds once, but nothing happened. We live in an age of quick results, but the body, especially after 60, doesn't heal overnight. Seeds are gentle medicine, not magic pills. They need consistency. Most elders who felt real change only noticed it after 7 to 10 days of daily use, at the same time every evening. 1 spoon every day, like a ritual. Think of it like teaching a child. You need patience, repetition, and care. Your body also learns best this way. Misunderstanding, Subra 4. I don't like the taste or texture of seeds. This is another barrier. Some elders say flax feels gritty, pumpkin seeds are too chewy, or sesame has a strong flavor. But the beauty of seeds is their flexibility. You don't need to eat them raw or plain. You can blend them into your everyday meals. Flax powder can disappear into dal or khichdi. Pumpkin seeds can be crushed and sprinkled over warm soup or soft upma. Sesame can mix beautifully into warm milk or ragi porridge. Let me share a story. Mr. Hari, a 68-year-old from Mysuru, disliked the flavor of flax seeds so much he refused to try them. His granddaughter found a solution. She stirred the powder into a small bowl of curd rice, served at room temperature in the evening. Hari Ji didn't even notice the taste, but after 2 weeks, he noticed something else. Doctor, I slept for 6 hours straight. I never thought food I couldn't even taste would heal me so deeply. These small misunderstandings, timing, portion, expectation, taste, are what stop many elders from experiencing the real power of seeds. But once we adjust, once we respect the natural rhythm of the body, seeds begin to work quietly, gently, and steadily. So if you've tried seeds before and felt no change, don't give up. Ask yourself, did I eat them too late? Did I eat too much? Did I stop after only 2 days? Or did I give up because of taste? With the right approach, seeds are not just food, but nature's medicine, helping you rest, heal, and rediscover the peace of an unbroken night. Let me close with one more story, because stories remind us that change is possible. In Kolkata lives Mr. Dinesh, a 73-year-old retired railway clerk. For almost a decade, his nights were broken into pieces. He would fall asleep at 10 p.m., but by midnight he was awake, then again at 2 a.m., and again at 4 a.m. Each time he shuffled slowly to the bathroom, holding the wall for balance. His wife often worried he might slip and fall, and she too lost her sleep waiting for him to return to bed. Dineshji believed this was simply old age. He told me once, "Doctor, my father suffered the same way, so I thought it was inescapable." But one evening, during a visit from his grandson, something shifted. The boy, studying nutrition, explained to him gently, "Dadu, your body is not failing, it just needs support. Try this small step." He handed him a small jar of roasted flax and pumpkin seed powder. Dinesh Ji was skeptical, but he agreed to take 1 spoon every evening at 6 p.m., sprinkled into his vegetable upma. Within 2 weeks, his life began to change. He was waking only once in the night, and by the 3rd week, he slept 6 hours straight. One morning, with a big smile, he told his wife, "For the first time in years, I saw the sunrise without feeling tired." Why do I share this? Because so many elders carry the same silent belief that broken sleep is a permanent part of aging. But as Dinesh Ji discovered, your body still remembers how to rest. It only needs the right rhythm, the right nourishment, and a little kindness. Seeds like flax, pumpkin, and black sesame are not magic pills. They don't promise instant results, but they are ancient, natural allies that support the body in ways modern medicine often overlooks. Omega-3s calm inflammation in the bladder. Zinc strengthens urinary control. Tryptophan gently guides the brain into producing melatonin, and black sesame warms the body, nourishing kidneys and nerves. Together, these gifts from nature reduce those urgent midnight signals and restore unbroken sleep. But the real secret lies in how we use them, with patience, consistency, and care. Just 1 or 2 spoons daily, always before 7 p.m., blended into familiar meals, can become a ritual of healing. Not punishment, not restriction, but a gesture of cooperation with your body. Friends, I know many of you feel discouraged. You may have tried medicines, cut down on water, avoided fruits or tea, and still woken up at 2 a.m. You may have told yourself, this is just how it will be now. But let me tell you, it is not too late. The body has not given up on you. It is waiting for you to believe again in small, gentle steps. Think about it. If Mr. Dinesh could reclaim his sleep at 73, why not you at 65, or 70 or 75? If Mrs. Radha from Lucknow could find joy again in her mornings, if Mrs. Savitri from Varanasi could feel warmth in her belly and calm in her nights, then so can you. These are not miracles, they are reminders. Healing in old age is not about fighting the body, but about listening to it. When we respect its signals, when we nourish instead of neglect, the body responds with gratitude. Sometimes the results are quiet, sometimes surprising, but they always come. So tonight, when you prepare your evening meal, I invite you to try. 1 spoon of flax powder in dal, a handful of roasted pumpkin seeds with upma, or a warm cup of milk with black sesame. Let this small step become your new evening ritual. Do it not as a chore, but as an act of love toward yourself. And one day soon, when you wake after 6 or 7 hours of unbroken sleep, you will know you have not lost your strength. You have only needed to remind your body of its wisdom. Dear elder, your nights can still be peaceful. Your mornings can still be joyful. Your story, like Dinesh Ji's, can still have a new chapter. All it takes is 1 small spoon, 1 small step, repeated with care and hope. Because healing, even in old age, is not about control. It is about cooperation. And your body is ready, ready to remember, ready to heal, ready to rest.